dark. Yeah. So yeah, this is a really spontaneous stream. Really spontaneous. So spontaneous, in fact, that I have no water. And the lighting isn't very good, and yeah. But I didn't do a stream last night, Thursday, which is fine. But I just thought I just felt to come on and stream just at the last minute, and I've nothing prepared or anything, no water or anything. So it might be it'll probably be a short stream. But yeah, I just felt to come on and speak and yeah, do a stream. So yeah, yeah. So it may be a little chaotic. I have no title. I have no water. I haven't told the kids that I'm streaming. So yeah, we'll see what happens. It just felt right. Let's say it's Norton. Don't restart now. Should I close it? Just close it. Yeah. Mm. So this this is what has been longed for. This is all that has been longed for. So life, or what is happening is all that has been longed for. But I don't mean the activity of what is happening. Because we're often looking for the activity, the thing, the right thing. So when I say this, what's happening is what has been longed for, I'm not talking about a particular thing, a particular movement, a particular experience, a particular behavior, a particular thought, a particular sensation, or appearance or form. Meow, Luna. So what I mean by this is what has been longed for is this disidentifying, this dissolving, this disattachment, this disappearing of this could be a weird sentence, but this disattachment or this disappearing of this sense of attachment, this position of being, this position of being something, someone, an object. So in that dissolving back, this dissolving back, like this coming out of that, this true place of being, this true place of being. So you're not identified as a thing, as a form, but this truer place of being that is not limited, that is not definable. So that dissolving back into that, or this dissolving of that illusion of something, reveals what is longed for. It reveals what is longed for, which is simply this, without that tight experience of being someone or being something. That's simply what is longed for. And I'm saying simply because the mind has all these ideas, complex ideas about what it needs, what it wants, what life is, what it is. And it's off trying to attain it, off trying to make it happen, off trying to find it, off trying to be it. When this pointing is actually quite a subtle, simple pointing. It's like, it's not at all what the mind imagines and can possibly imagine. So there's something else that happens beyond what the mind understands, what the mind thinks, what the mind projects, imagines. There's something else that is being pointed to, or something else that is happening beyond that level of things. That might sound really cryptic or something, and it's really not. It's really not. But we're so used to the mind level of things. That's all we know as the mind is the mind level of things. The mind is everything. And so, the mind has its ideas about this happening. The mind learns about this. But what is actually being described and pointed to, and what is actually being resonated with, is beyond or underneath, or however you want to describe it. It's beyond that. It's beyond the intellectual level, the mind level of what we think is happening or what we think we know. And that can make us a bit crazy because the mind's obsessed with being in charge and knowing what's going on and all of that. But it's such a beautiful thing that's happening. Such a beautiful thing that's happening. That there's this play of someone living life, having a life, doing life on this journey in time. Whether you're into this subject or not, that's the play of what's happening. And then in this subject, we're directly pointing out this human happening. We're directly pointing out and describing this journey of being human. My laptop went really heavy. Heavy. The fan went really loud. It's really hot. Um, so yeah, it's just yeah. This isn't what the mind thinks it is. We have a title. So this is the most beautifulest thing. It really is. Like the heart's deepest desire is for this. And the mind's so convinced that this is found in thing. This is found in relationship, in people, in being successful, in money, in whatever. It's convinced it's found in the human reality, in the human things, the world, the reality of human. Which is in a way thought, in a way. The world of thought. Experience. But really, the world of thought and experience happens here, happens in this, happens in what we already are, in this freedom, in this unconditional love. But it seems like as our human brain got more and more complex and more able to imagine and project and think, it got identified and lost in that way of being. And then in that way of being, we think we're the most intelligent animals on the planet. It's so funny. And we got lost in that reality of things, thoughts and ideas, of language. It's so goddamn beautiful. So goddamn beautiful to remember, remember to step out of that, to recognize, to, I feel like it's an image of like, so the thought reality became stronger and bigger, and then for that to like change over, switch over to actually what we are is bigger than this thought reality. So this switching back to actually how it is, as opposed to this predominant thought way of living. Like that switching back to this isness, this beingness, this emptiness, this fullness, this not a thingness, this naturalness prior to our thinking, prior to that world of language and thinking and ideas, that projected, imagined reality, which isn't at all rejected, but it's pointed out here that the suffering of humans is this identification, this lostness in that, forgetting what you are, forgetting this. And so in forgetting this, there's the potential to come back to that. There's a potential to remember, to recognize, and to return. It's so beautiful. And it isn't that the person can return. It isn't that you've forgotten and you can return as that apparent separate person. It's a remembering or returning beyond that separate person, which sounds really bizarre. Like that couldn't ever forget itself, surely. It can't not be itself, surely. And that's true. And yet, as a human, there seems to be a forgetting. There seems to be the ability to forget who we are and become thoughts, become ideas, become language. And so in humans, there's that potential to then get lost and then to be able to return, or for that to stop, the lostness to stop, to be seen for what it is, and to recognize what we actually are beyond that complex side we have. Oh, that's right brain, or either way, left brain, right brain, left brain. The animal and the trees and the t-shirts and the bed don't seem to have that ability to think, and therefore they can't imagine all these different things, imagine a world, imagine all these things, imagine who I am, and all of these things. So they can't go do that, have that experience of journeying, of dream and then not dream, recognizing the not dream. There is just not dream. There is just not dream there. They can't step out. There's nothing to step out of that. Whereas we have this ability as humans that happens where we can step out into thought land, and become something. Oh, it's like beyond imaginable. Like it's beyond creative. Like that's amazing, amazing. And then for that waking up out of that creation, illusion. I mean, I can't imagine anything more beautiful, poetic. And it's like you can't not see that everywhere. Like every film, every story, every song, everything is about that loss, about that losing, about that suffering journey of trying to find, of trying to go home, and that glimpsing of that home, of that love, of that freedom, of that peace. Yeah, so beautiful. So this is what non-duality is here. It's this yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would take any questions, but I think I'll leave it at that. So thank you for joining, and yeah, speak soon. Lots of love.